Yeah.
Or you have one of them hot ones that they sleep real hot and they don't wear anything.
Right. Woo.
Yeah, and ain't nothing wrong with that. But that causes me not to wear anything. Or somebody, or them.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then you're not.
So
then
we're talking about sheets.
And we're talking about sleep.
Yeah. Welcome back to the Healthy Sleep Podcast. We're your hosts, John and David. We're brothers, owners, and operators here at MattressGrove. And this podcast is all about living a healthier life through sleep. Each episode, we explore our personal experiences, industry knowledge, and just some great tips to help you fall asleep faster, stay asleep longer, and wake up truly refreshed. Yeah!
It's hot!
It is hot.
Dang, it's hot, dude. Oh, I mean, is it hot?
It's pretty warm out, yeah.
I mean, I don't know if it's hot where everybody is, but it's hot right here in North Carolina. Some people call it North Kakalaki, but it's hot.
Yes, it is. I think everybody's feeling a little heat.
Yeah, I think so, too. I mean, I know they were talking about over even in Europe, they were talking about it being hot.
Yep. It's that time of the year.
It is, but, and we're going to talk about hot and sleeping hot and, how you can not sleep hot.
Right.
I mean, sometimes it's good to be hot.
Well.
But that ain't sleeping.
Okay.
That's sweating.
We're going to talk about that too?
Maybe.
Okay.
We may dive into that, but that ain't sleeping. So we're talking about, we're talking about how not to be hot.
We're talking about different things. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because, I mean, I remember, and do you remember when we used to go to the beach, like at Tommy Lee's beach house? Do you remember Tommy Lee's?
Yeah, I remember there was no AC.
There was no AC.
None.
Down Atlantic Beach near Morehead City. I mean, beautiful house right on the beach. We're right on the end. You had sand dunes and all that. That was a few years ago.
There was a couple.
No air conditioning.
None.
But I didn't sleep worth a dang.
Nope, I didn't either.
I mean, but we were kids and it didn't matter, right?
It didn't. It mattered.
Yeah, we didn't realize it mattered.
Right.
But I don't know how our parents slept.
No. They were angry and grumpy in the mornings.
Yeah, you're right. They were. Mm-hmm. They were.
Go out there on the beach. So I run out there on the beach.
Yep. But I remember those days, and when I think back, because it was not comfortable. No. I mean, you couldn't sleep with sheets, you couldn't sleep with anything on, and the fans blowing all over the place.
Turn that sucker on high, blow as much air as you possibly could.
Yeah, but anyway, I didn't know if you remembered that because that was a few years
I was wearing
ago.
Diapers.
You might have been.
I might not have been.
You might not have been.
Might have been too hot. Took that diaper right off.
That's right.
Didn't care then. I ran around all over the place.
Yeah, that's right.
I'd moon everybody.
Yeah, if they were looking. If they were looking.
Yep. No, I just ran. Didn't matter.
Well, anyway, we're going to look. I mean, I know most people have air conditioning today. So we want to dive into, it's interesting because I think most people can relate for 9 months out of the year, wherever you're located. But, I mean, for months out of the year, you sleep well or at least you don't sleep hot. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden June comes and it gets hot and then, it's like we don't sleep well and we blame it on this and blame it on that. So we'll talk about different things that cause us not to be able to sleep well, but also, some things that might help us sleep a little bit better.
No, I agree because, it's always, during the regular part of the year, we're in the wintertime, you're warming up to roughly, good sleep temperature, 65 degrees.
Yeah.
So you want to keep your room at 65, and so it's a little easier to warm it to 65. In the fall and the spring is pretty much that's a comfortable degree to be keep your house at. So
some people think so. Yeah.
Yeah, and also it's financially not such a burden.
That's
not
right.
quite as big
That's
a burden. Right. So when you start to get 100-degree temperatures out. And you're trying to get your room to 65, number one, that's a huge transition, but it's also a huge expense.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is.
So, that temperature does matter, but like you said, all these other things that we're going to talk about are things that we've heard and we've talked to people about that really do help.
Yeah. I know there's one thing that I do during the summertime when it gets real hot like this is, I'll close my blinds during the day in my bedroom in particular, and it's a little darker, but it keeps it cooler in my bedroom. So my bedroom actually is a little bit cooler than the rest of the house. But I also I have some skylights in my main house, and so I close those too just to help keep the whole house cooler. But in the bedroom, I definitely 65 is cool.
It's real cool.
But that's what the experts say that we need to keep it at anywhere from 63 to 67.
Yep.
I'm more in that upper range myself, but I like it cooler, for sure. But it's that's kind of the easy thing. It's expensive, but that's the easy thing to do, right? I mean, because anytime the other things we'll talk about is something that we have to change or that we have to, just monitor and experience, right? Yeah. So I mean, but it's frustrating because again, if we're not sleeping well, then we tend to not make good decisions, and so it gets frustrating. I totally get it. I've been there. I've been there, sleeping hot, sleeping cold, but it can be frustrating for sure.
Yeah. Well, and again, if you're waking up and you're not feeling refreshed, you feel like you slept all night long. You probably did, but your body was waking up and adjusting to temperatures, and maybe you didn't realize it, but that does make an impact on your sleep. So when you wake up, you're not feeling refreshed, then maybe reevaluate. Maybe just that would mean probably just a little change in maybe your sheets or maybe your comforter. Mm-hmm. I typically run three different layers all year long, and I find that like in the summertime, I end up with just one layer. My comforter and my blanket are gone. I'm just under a sheet.
Yep.
And so that tells me where I'm how I'm regulating my body.
Yeah,
for sure,
absolutely. And I think I talk to a lot of people, and I like to ask, especially this time of year. When we're talking to people on the Call John and David line, But again, we talk about mattresses, but we also talk about sleep hygiene and how people sleep. It's interesting because people are all over the place.
Oh yeah,
they really are. And I mean, I sleep with a down comforter all year round, but down kind of migrates and shifts, so I can kind of move it around to where I want it. In the summertime, I don't have as much on me. I'll flip the comforter around. But people tell me, that they sleep, they still sleep in flannel pajamas in the wintertime.
It's the texture texture that I love so much. Or they'll tell you, it's the texture that I love so much. And I'm like, well, yeah, but that texture is hot.
Yeah, but they say it's not.
Hot.
Yeah, but I mean, and again, when you're sharing a room and a mattress and with a partner or somebody else, I mean, some wives are cold-natured, some wives are hot-natured, some dudes are hot-natured, so if you're very different, then she may need to wear some flannel pajamas, or you may need to put some flannel pajamas on.
Yeah, because you could have it at 65 degrees and
or you have one of them hot ones that they sleep real hot and they don't wear anything.
Right. Woo.
Yeah, and ain't nothing wrong with that. But that causes me not to wear anything. Or somebody, or them.
Yeah.
But then you're not.
So
then
we're talking about sheets,
and we're talking about sleep.
Yeah, we're talking about sheets.
Sheets. Oh, sheets. Okay, sheets. Now we're talking about sheets. Oh, I thought we were talking about PJs.
We're going to talk about sheets and PJs.
Okay.
PJs. You took PJs out of the equation, so now we're going to talk about sheets.
Flannel sheets, not for summertime.
Not for summertime.
No, but like a bamboo, natural fibers, anything that wicks moisture away is what people are telling me that does best for them. No plastic mattress protectors.
No plastic. No.
So there's waterproof that are plastic that don't breathe.
There's some very nice mattress protectors out there that are very breathable. Same thing with your sheets. Same thing with your pillow. All those things do make an impact to your environment where you're sleeping. So I think it's one of you take each piece and just kind of think about it. If you're not waking up refreshed, which piece is it? And it's not a big thing. A pillowcase could make a huge difference.
It really can.
Because they have the cooling pillowcases now and stuff like that. Like you mentioned, bamboo and stuff like that. That makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
So again, those are easy things that we probably don't think about very often that could change everything you do at night.
Yeah.
And make it so much nicer.
Yeah. So. Just to kind of go back a little bit is the science behind why we even care is I talked to a specialist last week about sleep and I was asking about what does our body do and she was telling me that in order for us to go to sleep our body has to drop its internal temperature. And if you don't do that, then your body is fighting to drop that temperature. So if naturally you're not getting it done from your environment, then your body has to work hard to get your temperature down so you can fall asleep. So it's the brain. It's so your brain, can relax. It helps it release that melatonin and so forth. That's what she was telling me. So. She said what she recommends is that you take a warm shower, not a cold shower. We would think we need to take a cold shower to cool our body down.
Yeah,
she said, no, you want to actually warm your body, not hot shower, but you want to warm your body. So then when you come out, it naturally cools. So and that made sense. I mean, a lot of people will take a warm bath or a shower or drink hot tea or whatever, which doesn't. It doesn't make sense, but it does make sense because now your body's naturally going to be able to cool itself off.
Right. It's a temperature thing.
Yes.
98 degrees. You bring your body to that. You're not trying to get to 76.
Exactly. Exactly. So if you're having a problem falling asleep and you're keeping your room cool and you're doing some of these things and you sleep naked or you sleep with whatever keeps you cool on nice sheets.
That's right.
Yep. And then of course. The other thing is, that we can talk about is mattresses, and then the research that shows how mattresses, as they wear over time, right?
I mean, the layers get a little compressed, and then they don't breathe as well, so they're not performing like they would. Big factor, huge factor. After you've gone through all the other things that are, you feel like that are doing it, so you might want to look at your mattress and see, how old's your mattress and, what kind of mattress did you get? Because, that is one thing about technology is that there are some innovations in materials that you can, that are more breathable. Silk and wool is a fiber that actually gives you great. I mean, wool can be warm, but wool can also give you a lot of airflow. Yeah, and so because it's got a natural kink to it that holds up, and gives you a loft.
Yeah. Wool pajamas.
Wool pajamas. No, I didn't say wool pajamas. I'm talking about wool layers in a mattress.
No, I got you. Yeah, absolutely.
Some of the things that really do benefit you and allow air to flow. And so, convoluted foams as well. They give airflow through foam. Yep. Perforated foams as well. There's a lot of different little technologies and things that are really beneficial to, I think, probably one of the biggest influences in mattresses over the past couple of years is breathability and cooling. Yeah, definitely. So, those things. If you're sleeping on a really old mattress, and it's something to think about. So,
definitely 6 to 7, 8 years is when you need to start looking, and
reevaluate everything.
Your body and everything else. But there's no question that the layers in the mattress makes a big difference.
Absolutely.
And then the coil system, if you have a encased or pocketed coil system, it tends to allow air to flow every time you move. It pushes the air almost like billows in for a fire or whatever. It helps air flow and refreshes your mattress. Whereas if it's all foam mattress, you don't get that. Yeah, you don't. So if you're on an all foam mattress and you're hot, that's very, very.
There's not a whole lot you can do there.
Not a whole lot you can do as far as airflow onto you, because if you think about it, if you're sleeping on a mattress or a surface, whatever you want to call it, and it's holding heat, it's not dissipating the heat. If it holds that heat, it's like you're laying on a burner. I mean, because your body heats it up, and it just brings it back to you, keeps bringing it back up to you. So that's why we do want to talk about the mattress, because if that's a big part of it. Big. You can cool your top all the time. One example of that, and if anybody's ever laid in a hammock, they can relate to this. Yes. But when you and I go camping, even in the summertime when we go camping, we still need some type of insulator under that hammock, because even when it gets down to 7, it could get down into 70s, and you think, well, I'll be fine.
Freeze.
But you freeze up under you, because there's no insulation. And so the same thing happens. If you put a bunch of heat insulation under there, as we know, if I have my winter insulation under my hammock, I'm going to be sweating like crazy during the night. And conversely, in the wintertime, I want that heat coming back up, because it's cold on top.
That's right.
So, yeah, the mattress makes a big difference on what you have under you for sure.
No doubt.
But if you've ever laid in a hammock and you've laid in it like at night or when it's cooler, you can just feel that coolness. Whether it's a Hatter's hammock or whether it's a emu or emus, is that what they're called? Something like that. Eno.
Yep.
I don't know. I don't have one of those.
Yep.
Nothing wrong with them.
They're good.
Yeah,
they're good. They're just a little different, but
they're just different. A little different.
They're not quite as camping friendly, sleeping friendly.
No,
they're not designed for sleep.
No, they're designed to take to the park.
Yep.
Lay out there. Yeah. Another thing that experts tell me is, and this is for everything. I mean, stay hydrated. Keeps your body being able to, perspire if you need to cool off, but it keeps all your cells, everything keeps you happy. Don't overhydrate before you go to bed, or you'll spend it all night in the bathroom, going back and forth.
That's a different feeling.
Yes, you don't want that. So, but if you hydrate during the day,
definitely helps.
Want to stay hydrated for sure. Yeah. And all of the sleep hygiene will help us cool. Don't eat heavy meals because then your body's working and it's hot.
That's right.
Don't drink alcohol after within 3 hours of bedtime. Right. It'll put you to sleep, but that's a tranquilizer. But then you'll wake up. Because your body naturally wakes up trying to, figure out what's going on and fighting all that sugar and every time. I'm not saying ask me how I know.
It does. I never sleep good.
No,
I never sleep good after.
No, if I just a drink or so, that's fine. But over a drink or so,
and then it starts to
absolutely. Yep. So limit alcohol for sure.
Start at 2.
You can. You can. Yeah, you can. Yeah.
No, that's even worse.
Yeah, that's right.
Because then you're still drinking later on at night.
Yeah, most people do. Yeah, you can't stop.
No.
What else? Reducing screen time. That helps. Again, it just helps with your melatonin.
Wake up at the same time. Try to get up before the sun or right when the sun's coming up so that you can get out.
This time of year.
It is.
It was hard to go to sleep, right? Because the days are longer.
Well, yeah, the light. You're going to bed when the light's kind of just right there, and then you wake up and it's right there. And if you go back, if you're not wearing pajamas, you're showing. You're jumping out of bed, and
well,
you're not hit by the darkness.
Well, you got to keep those shades down.
Oh, well, yeah, that's true too. That would help.
Yeah. It's a little bit more difficult for me because again, I don't get wound down, as early. I mean, in the wintertime when it gets dark at 5 or whatever. Yeah. I mean, I can wind down pretty quick.
Yeah, you hunker down, and again, I mean, it's just like the activities with kids and stuff like that. Everybody's out running around doing all kinds of things that are out of school. Yeah. So you have that issue as well. So I mean, summertime's. It has so many different challenges to it.
It really does.
So, we just wanted to make sure we're talking about the temperature of the room and, that is one of the things that, is going to make a big impact for you is if you can make a great decision and sleep great, then your day is going to be so much better.
Yeah.
We know that.
We all
know that. So protect that sleep environment.
Yep.
Protect that time because that's a big piece of your next day.
That's right.
Preparation for it and everything else. So.
Yeah. And going back to the mattress, what we do here at MattressGrove is we naturally make our mattresses more cooling, not cold. So we and again we've been doing this for over 55 years, right. So we've tried it all. Well, we haven't tried it all. There's still all new stuff out there, but as far as a cooling cover can help. Can help. Yep. The natural fibers, they definitely help. Any kind of airflow definitely helps. But if you take that cooling cover and you put it on and you put a mattress protector on, you put sheets on, that cooling, it still can help because it can cool. It cools the surface. When we're talking about the heat dissipating along that surface. But there's more. I'll say that there are a lot of manufacturers out there that use it for marketing.
Correct.
And so again, we're not trying to be the biggest known brand out there. We want to give the best quality products. So we want to have the best quality mattresses that allow you to get great support, and like you said, get refreshed, but also keep you cool.
Yeah, and if you need more cooling or you need more of this, there are ways to get that. on the current mattress that you have today.
Sure.
So and that's why.
How do you get that?
That's why we want to talk. We want to open ourselves up to call the John and David line, which is 336-280-0077. We make ourselves available to talk about these things, to see exactly what you need.
Sure.
And so that's why when we start talking about this, we were like, okay, you can get sheets that are cooling. Like we mentioned before, bamboo and different things like that. You can also get a mattress protector that has extra cooling in it.
Right. Yep.
The same technology that a lot of these manufacturers are using on their mattresses.
Yeah.
You can get probably a better one. You get better performance out of a mattress protector.
And it's closer to the surface.
It's closer to the surface. You can wash it. You can clean it. You can do different things to it. So you can sleep on it and closer to it. Not necessarily on it, but close to it.
So when I call you, you're not going to just try to sell me a mattress. You're going to find me a solution to my problem.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. That's again, that's. I think you would too.
100%.
That's our goal.
It's just have a conversation for sure.
We want to help people.
Absolutely
Get better sleep.
Yeah.
And if they choose a MattressGrove product, great.
Yeah. And exactly. Yeah.
But if not, hey, if we can help you, we win. We win.
We will. Yeah.
I will feel victorious if I can help you.
Absolutely.
So,
well, I think one of the biggest takeaways I hope that everybody gets here is that there's not a magic bullet. There's not a shot. There's not one mattress. There's not one solution. It's and sleep. Really, there is not just a magic. Some people need CPAP. Great. I mean, fantastic. Some people just need more air. Right. There's a lot of things. So, if there's any takeaways from this, is it's just being more intentional about sleep.
Yep. And try some things.
Think about things. Right. Yep. Absolutely. And like we've said before, one thing about buying a new mattress is like buying a new piece of exercise equipment. It'll cause you to change, at least for a short run. It'll cause you to change some of the things that you do because it all works together. I'm going to work out more. I'm prepared to work out on this machine.
Right.
Well, we'll do the same thing for sleep.
Yep. Absolutely.
So you don't have to overhaul everything at one time. Just try, like we talked about, try one or two things and see if it allows you to get better sleep. I promise it probably will.
It will.
Yep. And
if you're looking and thinking about it, it's going to get better.
It'll get better, exactly. And monitor it for sure. Measure it.
Measure it.
Yep. I got a 94. What'd you get last night?
I got 100.
You got 100.
Fantastic last night. Yep. I mean, I woke up and I was like, man, I'm feeling great.
That's fantastic.
A lot of energy.
Yep.
So, again, when you wake up rejuvenated, it's amazing.
Yeah,
it's absolutely wonderful. And it's just like, I don't know what it did.
Yep.
I don't know what it was. I just know that probably my mattress. It had to have been my mattress.
Right, absolutely. And it's cool. Yeah. Well, that's awesome. Yeah. Well, I didn't get 100, but I did anything above 90 is good. Hey, that's an A. That's an A. And you got an A plus. You got A plus. You can't get any better. You get 110.
I know. Great.
Yeah. Awesome.
I no extra credit or anything.
Yeah. No. Yeah. That's awesome. Well, we appreciate everybody viewing, tuning in, and hopefully we help some people get a better night's sleep during these hot summer months. And if you do, great. If you don't, you need to call David because he got 100.
I got 100. I'll share everything I know.
And to that point, we're always available on the Call John and David line. Yep. Yes, it will be us. Yes, we will answer the phone. Yep. The number's 336-280-0077. We're 100% here to help. That's just what we do. If this episode is enlightening, if it gets you guys to think about sleep, please like it. And so when the next one hits, you'll know. And also, you can always visit us at MattressGrove.com, where that's our business. It's we've been operating for over 55 years.
55 years.
Yeah, third generation right here we are. And matter of fact, the fourth generation, one of them just turned 27 today.
27.
Well, today. Yeah, we're recording on Friday. But anyway, we appreciate you guys, and we're on social media everywhere. Again, just share knowledge about sleep, about whatever you can think about as far as sleep or just making your life better. So we appreciate you guys, and please like us and follow us there as well, and comment and share.
Yep.
Share with people that maybe aren't getting a good night's sleep.
If you're concerned about somebody's sleep, share this with them.
Yep, absolutely. So until next time,
Get better sleep.
get better sleep.
Let's go.